All right, you guys, today I'm going to show you a unilateral cable pull down in the frontal plane. So frontal plane is this plane here when I go from here through this way, right? Like if I lunge, lateral lunge, that's the frontal plane. So we're going to be moving through that frontal plane. You can do this with a cable machine, or you can do it with bands. So if it's bands, you're just going to attach way, up high in a door frame. A cable, obviously, you're going to put that insert point up really high, the highest on the cable stack. And then you're going to just make sure you've got a grip with your thumb over, because this is for our lats. And there's a couple cues. You're going to come to your knees. You can be this way or a 90-90. And you're going to make sure you've got a good stretch on that lat, and then you're going to squeeze your lat. So notice, I did not pull with my hands. This would be pulling with my hand. I first squoze with my lat. So I brought my shoulder blade from being up to retracted down, moving it into my back pockets with my lat muscle, and then I follow through with the rest of my arm, squeezing and pulling with my lat the entire time. Now, one of the cues I really think is important is think of your elbow as driving back behind you to your spine. So let me show you the difference. This would be a nice stretch, lat contraction, follow through with the lat and your arm back behind me. If I don't put it back behind me and I do the same thing, contraction, and I bring it here, I'm in front of my body, or my elbow's right about parallel to my rib cage. The more you bring your arms behind your body, the more you activate your lat, because part of your lat's job is to abduct that and move that behind your body. So if I can get my elbow squoze down, or my shoulder blade squoze down, draw my elbow down and bring it back behind me, abducting behind, I'm going to get even more contraction in my lat. Now, one thing I want you to notice, I'm going to show you what oftentimes when I'm working with clients will happen. So they'll be here, nice and stretched, got my core nice and tight. I'm going to retract the shoulder blade down, right? So retract. Notice how I'm also rotating my hand so it's supinated at the end. So my palm is now faced toward me. Now, a lot of times I'll get here and stop, but watch this. I actually could squeeze it just a little bit tighter with my lat. It will feel like when I go from here through and down that's fully contracted. But if I actually squeeze just a little bit more with my lat and draw my elbow a little bit further behind me, I can get a little bit more contraction. You guys, I love these because it really gets that lat all the way to your spine and all the way up into your serratus muscles as well. So there you go. That is your unilateral. So we're going to do one arm and then the other. Cable pull down in the frontal plane. So we're not pulling it this way, we're pulling it this way. There you go. Enjoy.